Hello there. As a doctor specializing in senior wellness, I've spent countless hours listening closely to the everyday health concerns of folks over 60. And it's interesting how often the simple daily routine of taking a shower comes up in our conversations. Not necessarily as a major problem, but as something that sometimes feels a little different now than it did years ago. Perhaps there's a touch more caution stepping over the tub edge, or maybe the skin feels drier afterward. Or sometimes, instead of feeling energized, one feels a bit tired. These subtle shifts are very common and perfectly understandable. Our bodies naturally change as we age, and sometimes our familiar routines benefit from small, thoughtful adjustments to keep us feeling safe, comfortable, and confident in our own homes. What I've learned, both from listening and from reviewing medical research on healthy aging, is that several very common shower habits might be subtly contributing to these feelings. So today, I'd like to gently explore four of those common habits. We'll look at why they might matter more now, based on what science tells us. And then, importantly, we'll talk about four simple positive swaps, easy changes you can make that can help you feel steadier, keep your skin happier, and make that daily shower a truly pleasant and safe experience again. And please do stay with me, because the first better habit we discuss is related to something most people don't think about: how the length of your shower, combined with the heat, can affect your skin and even your energy levels. The solution is wonderfully simple. Now, just a gentle reminder: the information we're sharing today is for educational purposes, just offering some ideas based on general knowledge. It's always best to discuss your individual health situation and any specific concerns with your own doctor or healthcare team, okay? You'll find links related to the topics we discuss down in the description box below if you'd like to explore further. Before we dive in, I'd be grateful if you could share in the comments: where are you joining us from today? And what's one small thing that helps you relax? It could be anything at all. All right, let's begin by gently considering the first habit that might be worth rethinking. Number one is staying in a very warm or hot shower for a prolonged time. That lovely feeling of hot water cascading over you can feel like such a wonderful indulgence, especially on a chilly day or if muscles feel a bit stiff. Many people tell me it's their quiet time, their escape. But spending too long immersed in very warm or hot water can sometimes lead to a couple of subtle issues for mature skin and circulation. Here's the gentle physiology. Firstly, prolonged exposure to hot water, as dermatological research confirms, can strip away the natural oils, sebum, that protect your skin's surface. As we age, our skin naturally produces less sebum, making it more prone to dryness. So, while that long hot shower feels good in the moment, it can ironically leave your skin feeling tight, dry, and itchy later on. Secondly, similar to our previous discussion on water temperature, standing for a long time, say 15 to 20 minutes or more, in a very warm environment causes blood vessels to dilate, potentially leading to that temporary drop in blood pressure and a feeling of lightheadedness or fatigue afterward, especially for those whose circulatory systems adjust a bit more slowly now. I remember chatting with a delightful lady, Mrs. Evans, who suffered from persistently dry, flaky skin on her legs. She used gentle soaps and moisturized, but the dryness persisted. When we talked about her routine, she mentioned enjoying very long hot baths or showers, sometimes up to 30 minutes, almost every day. We discussed shortening her shower time just a bit and keeping the water comfortably warm instead of hot. She was reluctant at first, as she loved that long soak, but she tried it, limiting her showers to around 10 to 15 minutes, and found her skin felt significantly less parched. Finding that balance between enjoyment and what's best for your skin and circulation is key. But how long is ideal? We'll get to some guidelines shortly. The second habit is having clutter or obstacles in the immediate shower area. This might sound like simple housekeeping, but in the context of bathroom safety, clutter can become a significant trip hazard, especially in a wet environment where your full attention needs to be on your balance. Think about what often accumulates. Perhaps extra shampoo bottles on the floor, a loofah hanging awkwardly, maybe a small stool you sometimes use but leave in the way. Even the shower curtain liner bunching up on the tub floor can create an uneven surface. Home safety assessments for seniors, often conducted by occupational therapists, consistently identify clutter reduction as a primary strategy for fall prevention. Every object on the floor or tub bottom is something you have to subconsciously navigate around while wet and potentially soapy. I was discussing bathroom safety with a patient's daughter who was helping her father, Mr. Abernathy, after a minor slip, thankfully not resulting in injury. She realized his small shower stall had become crowded with various bottles sitting on the floor because the built-in shelf was full. He had tripped slightly over one of them. It seems minor, but these are exactly the kinds of small hazards that can lead to a more serious fall. Keeping the floor space inside and immediately outside the shower completely clear is crucial. But where do you put everything you need? We'll look at some smart solutions in a bit. The third habit is using harsh antibacterial soaps for daily washing. In our efforts to stay clean and germ-free, many people reach for strong antibacterial soaps. While these have their place in certain situations, using them for full-body washing every single day might actually be counterproductive for skin health, especially as we age. Here's the gentle science. Our skin has a natural protective barrier called the acid mantle and a complex community of mostly beneficial bacteria living on it, known as the skin microbiome. This microbiome helps protect us from harmful pathogens and plays a role in skin immunity. Harsh antibacterial soaps, as studies in dermatology show, can disrupt this delicate balance. They often strip away not only dirt, but also the skin's natural protective oils, and can kill off the beneficial bacteria along with the bad. For mature skin, which may already be drier and have a slightly less robust barrier, this disruption can lead to increased dryness, irritation, sensitivity, and sometimes even make the skin more susceptible to minor infections or rashes because its natural defenses are compromised. I recall a patient, Mrs. Garcia, who developed very dry, red, and irritated skin on her arms and legs. She was meticulously clean and used a strong antibacterial bar soap twice a day, thinking it was the best way to prevent infections. We discussed the possibility that the soap itself might be too harsh. She switched to a very mild, pH-balanced, fragrance-free cleanser designed for sensitive skin. Within a couple of weeks, the redness and irritation calmed down significantly. Unless you have a specific medical reason or are washing your hands after potential contamination, a gentle cleanser is usually sufficient and much kinder to your skin's natural ecosystem. But what kind of gentle cleanser is best? That's an important question we'll address. And the fourth habit is perhaps showering when you're feeling overly tired or unwell. Sometimes we push ourselves to stick to our routine, even when we're not feeling our best. Maybe you had a poor night's sleep, or you're feeling a bit under the weather, but you decide to take that shower anyway. While commendable, showering requires a certain amount of energy, balance, and awareness, and doing it when you're significantly fatigued can increase risks. Consider this. Fatigue can affect our coordination, slow our reaction times, and make us feel generally less steady. Standing in a warm, enclosed space can sometimes exacerbate feelings of tiredness or even mild lightheadedness if you're already feeling run down. Furthermore, if you're feeling unwell, perhaps feverish or nauseous, the exertion and heat of a shower might worsen those symptoms. While good hygiene is important, there might be days when a simple sponge bath or using cleansing wipes at the sink is a safer and more comfortable option until you're feeling stronger. Listening to your body is key. I chatted with a gentleman who admitted he'd once felt quite dizzy in the shower on a day he was coming down with the flu, but had pushed himself to shower anyway. He realized afterward it probably wasn't the wisest choice. It's okay to adjust your routine based on how you feel. Sometimes, a brief wash at the sink is the safest and most sensible choice until your energy returns. So, those are four little areas: shower duration and heat, clutter, harsh soaps. And showering while very tired, that might be worth considering. Recognizing these allows us to make small shifts for greater safety and comfort. Now, if these gentle considerations are making sense to you, could you do me a small kindness and tap the like button? It helps others find this chat too. And please do subscribe and click the little notification bell, because coming right up, we're going to talk about the simple, positive swaps that address each of these points. All right, now that we've gently explored a few common shower habits that might benefit from a little adjustment, let's focus on the positive side. What are some simple, practical changes we can make? These are four alternative approaches, based on both common sense and what the science tells us, that can help your shower routine feel safer, more comfortable for your skin, and perhaps even more refreshing. So, the first better habit is aiming for shorter showers with comfortably warm water. We talked about how very long, very hot showers can sometimes lead to dry skin or feelings of lightheadedness. The gentle solution isn't about giving up the warmth, but about finding a lovely balance in both temperature and time. Here's the thinking. Shorter showers, perhaps aiming for around 5 to 10 minutes, significantly reduce the amount of time your skin is exposed to water, which helps preserve its natural protective oils. Dermatologists often recommend this, especially for individuals with dry or sensitive skin conditions like eczema. And keeping the water comfortably warm, feeling pleasant, not stinging hot, minimizes that drastic blood vessel dilation, making it less likely you'll experience a sudden drop in blood pressure. So you get clean and relaxed, but without over-drying your skin or challenging your circulation unnecessarily. Remember Mrs. Evans, who found relief from her very dry skin by shortening her shower time? It often feels counterintuitive. More water should mean more moisture, right? But prolonged contact, especially with hot water, actually strips away the oils that keep moisture in. A shorter, warm shower is much kinder. And here's a little extra tip related to skin comfort. Applying a good moisturizer immediately after gently patting your skin dry, within just a minute or two, is absolutely key to locking in hydration. But what kind of moisturizer works best after a shower? That's a great question we can touch upon maybe in another chat. The second better habit is creating a dedicated, clutter-free shower zone. This addresses the potential trip hazards we discussed that can arise from having too many items on the shower floor or tub edge. It's about making the space where you stand and move as clear and safe as possible. Here are some simple, practical ideas. Utilize vertical space. Consider a hanging shower caddy that goes over the shower head or fits in a corner with tension rods. These keep your shampoo, conditioner, and soap off the floor and within easy reach. Look for ones with good drainage so they don't get gunky. Built-in niches or shelves. If you ever remodel, incorporating built-in shelves or niches is a fantastic way to create permanent, out-of-the-way storage. Minimize items. Do you really need 5 different bottles in the shower every day? Perhaps keep only the daily essentials inside and store less frequently used items nearby, but outside the immediate wet area. Secure the curtain and door. Make sure your shower curtain liner hangs properly inside the tub edge and isn't bunched up where you might step on it. If you have glass doors, ensure they glide smoothly and close securely. Think back to Mr. Abernathy, who tripped over bottles on the shower floor. His daughter helped him install a simple corner caddy, and instantly the floor space was clear. It seems like such a small thing, but removing those little obstacles removes a significant layer of subconscious worry and potential risk. It allows you to focus simply on showering safely. The third better habit is choosing a truly gentle cleanser and using it thoughtfully. This addresses the potential for skin irritation from harsh soaps and also ties into how we actually wash ourselves. Here's what dermatologists often recommend for mature skin. Look for non-soap cleansers or Syndet bars. These look like soap but are chemically different. They have a pH closer to your skin's natural level and are much less likely to strip away protective oils. Many brands label them as gentle cleansing bars or beauty bars rather than soap. Moisturizing body washes. As we discussed, liquid cleansers formulated with ingredients like glycerin, ceramides, hyaluronic acid, or natural oils can cleanse effectively while helping to hydrate the skin. Look for fragrance-free if you have sensitivity. Less is more. You probably don't need to vigorously soap up your entire body every single day, especially areas like arms and legs, which tend to be drier. Focus on cleansing areas that need it: underarms, groin, feet, and use water alone or just a very gentle rinse elsewhere on days you don't feel particularly dirty. Gentle application. Avoid harsh scrubbing with rough cloths or loofahs. Using just your hands or a very soft, clean cotton washcloth and using a fresh one each time is often sufficient and much kinder to the skin barrier. Remember Mrs. Garcia, whose skin was red and irritated from her strong antibacterial soap? Switching to a mild, non-soap cleansing bar brought her immense relief. It's about cleaning effectively while respecting your skin's natural balance. But speaking of washcloths, is using one every day even necessary? Or is there another way? That's an interesting point we can perhaps explore in our final tip. And finally, our fourth better habit, which ties everything together: cultivating a simple, calm, start-to-finish shower plan. Now, this might sound a little formal, but truly, it's just about taking a quiet minute or two before you even turn on the water, to gently ensure everything is prepared and you feel settled. It's about transforming the shower from something you might rush through into a smooth, predictable, and unhurried part of your day. Here's why taking this moment can be so helpful. When we feel calm and prepared, our movements tend to be more mindful and deliberate. Rushing, as we know, can sometimes lead to hasty actions or overlooking small details in any activity. In the shower, where good balance is important and surfaces can be wet, moving calmly and having everything easily accessible just makes practical sense. It helps prevent those little moments of surprise, like realizing your towel is across the room while you're dripping wet, or having to reach awkwardly for the soap bottle that's almost empty, which can create unnecessary little moments of instability, chill, or stress. Think of it like a pilot going through a quick checklist before takeoff. It's not about lack of skill. It's about ensuring everything is in place for a smooth journey. So, what does this gentle start-to-finish plan involve? It's wonderfully simple and can become a natural habit in no time. Temperature check, gently done. Before stepping in, let the water run for a moment and test it on the inside of your wrist or elbow. Is it comfortably warm, like a pleasant bath? Adjust it slowly until it feels just right. No sudden shocks of too hot or too cold. Gather your comforts. Take a visual sweep. Is your soft towel hanging right where you can easily reach it without stretching or stepping out? Is your gentle liquid soap or body wash bottle full enough and placed conveniently? Do you have your fresh washcloth ready? Perhaps even think ahead. Are your clean clothes laid out nearby for after you dry off so you don't get chilled? Having everything anticipated makes the process feel seamless. Secure your path. Glance down. Is the floor space immediately outside the shower clear of any clutter? Laundry baskets, shoes, stray bottles? Is your non-slip rug lying perfectly flat and secure, ready to provide a safe landing? It's also wise to make sure any stray water on the floor outside the shower is wiped up before you step out. A moment to center. Just before you step in, take one or two slow, easy breaths. Maybe ask yourself, how am I feeling right now? Am I feeling steady today? This little check-in connects you to your body and sets a calm tone. Remind yourself that this is your time, and there's absolutely no need to rush. This little ritual, truly just taking 60 to 90 seconds to prepare, can profoundly shift the feeling of your entire shower experience. Patients who have embraced this simple habit often tell me they feel much less on edge. They feel more in control. The shower feels safer, and it becomes a more genuinely relaxing and predictable part of their day. Rather than just another task to get through, it removes those potential little stressors and allows you to simply focus on the pleasant feeling of the warm water and getting clean comfortably. So there we have it, 4 common shower habits that might benefit from a gentle review, and 4 simple positive adjustments grounded in safety and comfort, aiming for shorter showers with comfortably warm water, creating that truly secure footing in and around the shower, choosing gentle cleansers, and maybe using just your hands or a fresh cloth, and cultivating that calm start-to-finish plan. None of these are drastic changes, are they? They're small, thoughtful shifts. But taken together, based on what we understand about our bodies as we age, they can add up significantly. They can help reduce the risk of slips or dizziness, keep your skin feeling more comfortable, and transform your daily shower into an experience that truly supports your well-being and confidence at home. Now, as we finish our chat today, I do want gently to remind you that this conversation has been for general information and to offer some ideas based on common experiences and research. It's not a substitute for personalized advice from your own doctor or healthcare team who knows your unique health history best. Please always feel comfortable bringing up any specific concerns or questions with them. I sincerely hope these thoughts have been helpful and perhaps offered a slightly new perspective on this very routine part of our day. It's often these quiet little adjustments in our lives that make the most meaningful difference in how safe and comfortable we feel. Speaking of daily comfort, something else that comes up often in my conversations with patients is the challenge of getting a truly restful night's sleep. In our next video, we'll be exploring that topic, looking at some surprising things that might be interfering with sleep as we get older, and discussing some gentle, natural approaches you might find helpful. I do hope you'll join me for that discussion. For today, if you found value in our chat, the one small thing I would ask is if you might share this video with just one friend or family member who you think might appreciate these gentle safety considerations for their own shower routine. It's such a thoughtful way to help look out for the people we care about. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. Please take good care, shower safely and comfortably, and I look forward to chatting with you again soon.